This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it, so the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
Turning Point USA now has so much money that they believe that similarly they can afford to outright purchase reality.
This woman is so... This woman, the amount of pocket watching, y'all put pocket watching in the chat. The amount of pocket watching that this woman does, because she talks about how much Turning Point has all the time. There's no way you can beat that. Like, she is incensed by the fact that people support Turning Point. And like I said already, Tanya, they just told her last night, we're not going anywhere.
Yep.
Now, if they had had to cancel it, or they had to fold up or something like that, then she'd have been good. Mm-hmm. She probably wouldn't have if they hadn't done anything yesterday, I don't think we would have this show today.
Yeah. She would have really taken the week off.
She took the week off. Absolutely. No. This woman be walking. Man, she's I've never seen anybody so unhappy in my life. Yeah. Y'all, come on, let's go.
They want you to believe, this is unbelievable, I'm going to walk you through how absurd this is, that when they aired this halftime performance, 6 million concurrent viewers tuned in. Just so you understand what that means. 6 million people at the same time were watching this around the world. That's what concurrent viewership means. So they decided to tune in to this Super Bowl halftime performance. And I want you to listen to that straight from Andrew Colvette's mouth.
Okay, I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I think YouTube numbers are probably the most honest numbers, but they do boil slow. They do burn slow. And sometimes, like the amount of people watching this stream right now, when I end that stream, whenever I end it, there will be a number. That number will not, in 10 minutes, in 20 minutes, an hour later, that number will change. And it won't be because that many people are watching it. It does burn weird. That's just a YouTubeism. It is what it is. So for her to sit there and say that is impossible for 6 million people around, and when you think about the world, that's kind of crazy work. Like she wants me to believe that's impossible for 6 million people around the world to want to watch TPUSA. Why? Because won't 6 million people want to watch you, Candace? That's what it is. That's what the problem is. You're just mad. You're just mad, Candy. You need a hug, girl. You need a hug. Somebody needs to, maybe your husband need to give you a hug and pull the plug on your doggone laptop. You're just bitter. You're just mad that many people won't watch you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, she gonna lie and say that they are fudging the numbers. And I could quickly make the exact same assessment of her. I'm gonna let it play. I'm not gonna stop because I know my screen grab people are screen grabbing. So I'm gonna let it go. But please, let's see what she says.
Bring that clip in, Don, if you can.
Andrew, I watched your show. It was great. How did you do? Do you have a sense of how many people watched?
Yeah, it was kind of blew our minds actually a little bit, Brian. And we saw at one point across all the different social channels, we saw over 10 million concurrent views. So that was adding up all of Rumble and all of our partners just on the social side. So, and now the numbers keep trickling in. I mean, right now as I'm sitting here, YouTube's numbers keep updating. And so we're trying to put it all together. What I can safely say is that we are now over 20 million viewers across just social. So we haven't even gotten our partner broadcasters, their analytics. As you know, sometimes the ratings take a little while, but that's 20 million viewers. And we don't know how many people were gathered together, 3, 4, 10 in a room watching together. So we're going to try and put a final number on that when we can. What we can safely say is over 20 million Americans tuned in to the All-American Halftime Show tonight.
That's what he can safely say. Now, for people who have been on YouTube, YouTubers, so to speak, like myself, for more than 10 years, I was just in awe that they were going to try to sell this, that they were going to do what he did with his face and just lie and pretend that 6 million, I think he even at one point said 10 million, but he says 6 million concurrent viewers they had on YouTube alone. Okay. But if you know YouTube at all,
go ahead.
That's just not true on its face. It's actually, I laughed
true.
when I saw, I was like, this is actually crazy. I can't believe they're actually going to try to pull this off. And I'm going to walk you through this so you don't even have to have my background on YouTube to understand why this number is impossible. First and foremost, you can just do this test. What do we have? Right now, we have 95.
Okay. You know why she's about to read you know why she's going to read how many people are watching her show?
So she
You know
can
why-
subtract numbers from TPUSA.
Well, no. You know why she's going to do that? She's going to do it so she can try to say that she's not pre-recorded. I keep telling people, she keeps doing things to try to prove that she's not pre-recorded. The problem is the number that she's going to give is not going to be right because I'm looking at her stream right here. There's more people than what she's about to say. So that's she's only giving up that she's only proving my point.
Okay.
First and foremost, you can just do this test. What do we have? Right now, we have 95,000 people that are watching this show.
There's more than that
As
already.
soon as this show concludes, I want you to see how many views YouTube is going to instantly give it right away. It's probably going to be something like 200,000 to 300,000 views right away as it continues to tabulate. This is a screenshot of their viewership after 6 million people tuned in concurrently
Hold on.
at the exact same time. So that was 6 million people watching, like we have 95,000 people watching right now on YouTube. As soon as they finish, look at that 5,839 views.
Okay. Do you see the problem on this? Like this is where the greed aspect, this is her Nebuchadnezzar type of moments. Do you see the problem with these numbers, y'all? Do you see it, Tanya?
Yeah.
What do you see? What's the problem?
So I'm looking at this. Now this has to only be from what, X maybe?
No, this is YouTube. That's a YouTube, whatchamacallit?
This is YouTube?
Yep, this is YouTube. Uh-huh.
And
Do you see the problem?
I can't see the exact number on there.
Let me see if I
I'm
can.
not wearing
I don't want
glasses.
to. No problem. So the number of views is 5,839.
Okay.
The number of likes is 667,000.
Mm.
And the number of comments is 175. Do you see what the problem is? The
Yeah,
views don't match the thumbs up.
exactly.
So therefore, and please understand, you have to have a physical touching of the button to get the thumbs up. So at least 600,000 people hit the thumbs up button.
Yep.
So that means that this number isn't boiled. I told you, it takes a while sometimes for the YouTube. This number right here will have you depressed.
Yeah.
Okay. There have been many a night I'm looking at these YouTube numbers. I'm like, Lord, I'm just gonna go to bed. I wake up in the morning like, oh, hallelujah, a new day is here. These numbers will have you absolutely depressed. But see, she doesn't know that because she wants y'all to look at TPUSA like they would literally scam YouTube. I pray that everybody lets YouTube know what she's saying.
With 175 comments, that is an impossible
No,
metric.
it's not.
But 667,000 likes. This is made up. But
It's
again,
not.
Like I said, maybe you're not familiar with how YouTube works. So allow me to present it to you another way so you can really drill into your head how despicable this organization has become and there's just no association with the truth. So I'm going to present to you now the official list of the top YouTube streams based off of concurrent viewership. We're going to go through this list so that you fully appreciate what you are being asked to believe. Everything is a rich man's trick. That's what's happening right now. This is the highest live concurrent viewers on YouTube. These were the events. Number one was in India. That is a nation of 1.5 billion people. They had a moon mission and 8 million people in India tuned into it. That is believable, okay? Turning Point wants you to believe that they're number 2 now, okay? The next 2 through 20 are all proper football, meaning soccer in America events. You can see it's the World Cup, it is the biggest sport in the world. And when people streamed it, it looks like the 2022 World Cup comes into the second spot, Brazil versus Croatia. When it was streamed on YouTube, 6.1 million people tuned in. Again, this is the biggest sport in the world, soccer. They're trying to tell us that football, which only has a hold in America. This is a sport literally for America. And then Turning Point USA comes and they divide the fans by saying, we're doing just a conservative halftime sport. So they even halved their potential to appeal to half of the football people that are watching football. And then on top of that, the people who are divided because they just don't like what Turning Point USA has become since Charlie was assassinated, and that their loose association, their loose relationship with the truth since Charlie was assassinated. They want you to believe that in spite of all of that, they are now, they're number 2. They broke the record. So bye-bye football around the world. It's now Turning Point USA. 6.
So, all right, there we go. Candace said it, man, Tanya. Candace said it. So it just can't be. I'm sorry. I can see 15 different problems with her logic there.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
This girl is delusional. She is delusional. And she, just listening to her, she would make you think that she knows more about YouTube numbers and how these things work than anybody else. That's the piece that really gets on my nerves about her. She knows so much more about everything than everybody else.
Everybody else. So I'm waiting to see how she explains how they did it in her mind, because I have a feeling that's how she bolsters her numbers. I don't believe her numbers are real. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I stand that her show is pre-recorded. I stand by that. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. Have her address the comment section in real time. And then we'll have a conversation. She has to do her live chat in real time.
She
'Cause she
certainly
won't.
does not do that.
Because she does it, because it's pre-recorded. It's pre-recorded. But back to the point. So she wants me to believe that TPUSA did that. But watch this. If they did that, that would be a problem with YouTube. And so those numbers would be those numbers would be scam numbers.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube will pull your channel. They'll delete your whole joint for that. So if your founder have been buying viewers or anything of that nature, they'll pull the plug on you.